Hi everybody, how's it going? Today we have a special day. I got special package straight from the Czech Republic, from Prague, and this is a new PC 3000 Portable Pro device. I'm gonna do an unboxing for you guys, and we're gonna see how does it look like and what I got. Yeah, this is pretty nice box, pretty big. Here we have some tracking labels and the invoice. Okay, so let's see what's inside of it. The shipping was pretty fast. Of course, like you can see, it was cutted because the customs, they had to check what is inside of it. So what do we have here? This is a data extractor RAID edition, the whole book. We're gonna be able work with RAID setups. So we were, but this tool is much more powerful. And here is our best thing, PC 3000. With the case like that, because it's portable, yeah? Let's put it on this side. And let's see what's inside of it. So here we have the older version. This is like a small brother. Here we have some small manuals, some quick things. This is a special envelope only for me, probably. Some notebook, pens, and the whole set. This is ultimate version, so here we're gonna have everything. This is adapter SSD U2. This is for new types of SSDs. This is the special adapter for MacBook SSDs. USB 3.1 cable, power cable. Hey. Yo, guys. This is for Europe. Okay, I have the other cable. We have an adapter here. Yeah, this. How can I say it? It gets me homesick. Yeah. I didn't see it long time. Okay. This is power cable. USB 2 to USB-C. This cable is for new terminal, because here we have the old version. Terminal 3. Yeah, so the terminal 3 looks like that. Come on. Yeah. And right now we're gonna get, I think version 5 of it. So this is for terminal, this is for our main unit. This is for another SSD adapter. This is NGFF and PCIe, so this is M.2 drives adapter. Another one. And the other dual port adapter, this one is for Intel Optane memories for H10 and H20 families. This is SATA cables for the SATA drives. This cable is for our terminal. Another SSD adapter. So right now with this tool we're gonna be able to work with 3 SSD, M.2 SSDs at the same time. So that's why we have those adapters, that's why we have a lot of adapters. Another one. This is our power supply. This is a really important thing because a lot of technicians who works with PC3000 portable, they had some issues with the Chinese PCBs. So if you have a drive, for example, like this one, this is a donor drive. This is a 4 terabyte Spyglass, probably Spyglass 1 or 2, I'm not sure right now. So those drives, they coming with USB interface here, and you have to move it to SATA. This is super simple. Here there are some prop points, and you have to just solder the SATA connector there. But also on those PCBs, you have to remove 4 caps from there, and also the crystal. Why? Because if you're not gonna do that, you can simply break your PC3000 port, the interface there. So with this small guy, there is actually the protection for those who don't like do that. I didn't try it before because I always remove those caps and I don't have any issues with those. We're gonna check it later how it works. But what we have here, so this is terminal 5. Maybe this camera gonna be better. This is terminal 5. It looks like that. We have micro SATA here also in this bag. The adapter for micro SATA. Come on, focus. Yep. So this is it. New terminal 5. And the cable. Yeah, it's like that. So here on the end comes those adapters. This is the HDD side. I think this one is for Samsung, for example. It depends which drive do you have. Each adapter is marked. This one is for Samsung, and you can use terminal command and work with the drives through the terminal. This is the SD card reader. Since portable version has USB port, you can simply put it into the USB and work with the SD cards. So this is it. Let's put it back here. And this is our new unit. Like you can see, this is pretty similar to PC 3000 Portable 3, to the regular version, but this one is Pro. So I can work with 3 SSDs at the same time. Also, I can work with the USB port at the same time as well. Let's see what we can do now. I'm gonna try, where is it? I'm gonna try this adapter. I didn't work with the Optane in memories drives before because I couldn't. So this is a pretty nice upgrade. Also, I wasn't able to work with the U2 drives as well, using PC 3000, of course. Yeah, this is really nice setup. Maybe I'm gonna try this adapter as well. I just need to find the good Apple drive for it. It's not gonna be hard here. Okay. So this is 19 volts and 6 amps, 120 watts power adapter. I think I'm gonna need to set up a few things. So let me just show you once again. This is how they look like. Also, this one is touch screen. I'm not using this screen very often, only in some really rare cases. Yeah, 19 volts USB. So I need to activate the tool. So guys, give me some time and I'm gonna go back to that maybe in a few minutes. This is pretty nice. Actually, I'm super excited. So let's maybe check the PC 3000 Portable Pro without the PC connection, without USB connection, because this one has like a mode where you don't need to have it connected with the PC. You can actually try You can do some things only with how to call it stand-alone mode. I didn't turn it on yet. Let's check. Let's change the camera. It looks pretty similar to the case. The enclosure looks pretty similar to the older version, but you can see some difference there. The buttons are different. The screen is a little bit in the better condition than this one. Yeah, sometimes I can, when I work on the drives, I'm going to put them like that. So that's why I have those scratches here. Maybe we can clean it. I should do that before video. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like my old PC 3000 portable too. Okay. Much better now. So this one has that mode as well, but here you have to use buttons. Here it's a touch screen. Also you have pen like that to do that. So let's try it. Okay. Yeah. And we have Portable Pro logo. So here we can go into the standalone mode. Actually, maybe I'm gonna move that sticker. I'm gonna put it back later because I don't want to scratch that screen. And you can use that pen like that. Okay, so for example, here is diagnostic menu. You can simply change the port. We have 4 ports here. There is a mode which you would like to use. So check the smart, you can on off the drive, check the sector. You can make a read test. So for example, before, with the older version, we were able only work with NVMe drives on the port 0. Right now you can work with, I think, all of them. We can check it, by the way. Let's take this adapter, and somewhere here I should have the memory. Yeah. So this is Intel Optane at H10. It's 256 gigs SSD. Okay, like that. So I know port 0 works for sure. Let's check it. So here from the menu we should choose which mode we want. Let's check the ID. So here we have OK. Of course, my bad. So did you see what I did? I didn't change the interface, of course. Yeah. So the type, you have to change the type since let's power it off. Yeah, I have to used to it. Honestly, I'm not using the standalone mode at all. Okay, so let's do read ID. This is PCI NVMe. Yeah, so we got the ID, we got the info about we got the serial number, firmware version, the capacity of it. So maybe now let's check from that menu, let's check the smart. Everything what you see right now I'm doing first time. I didn't check that before. So this is the button. So this is not like a smartphone, you can't, yeah, it's not multi-touch. Okay. So since we have that, let's go and check the speed. Let's start it from the beginning. Okay. 300, almost 400 megabytes per second. Not bad. Yeah, 400. So like I told you before, I wasn't able to read those drives. I wasn't able to work with those drives at all. PC 3000 Portable 3 cannot work with those drives at all, even with the adapter. Okay, let's check other ports. So power off, and let's check port 1. Yeah, so it works. Let's check the speed. Yeah, same speed. Oh, you cannot see that. Yeah, 400 megabytes per second. I can't wait to work with several, like 2 SSDs, M.2 SSDs at the same time. Yeah, okay, nice. So let's maybe go to port 2. So like you can see, it has the same speed, 400 megabytes per second, so pretty nice, huh? So we have a few simple things here to do. What we can do: simple diagnostic, simple copying, we can erase the drive, we can do some measurements, and of course we have settings. So let's go into the copying menu. So from here, what we can see here, so here we have a mode, so sector by sector. We can do files. We can do to file to AFF file. Source, we can change it from USB. We can use all the ports here. Let's leave it for the port 0. Of course, we can change the storage type. And if we're gonna scroll down, we have our destination. So of course we have all of the ports here again. We can change the types of the storage, and we can set up the different position, like the start LBA. Also we can make a copy to the other drive as well. We can make a copy to two drives at the same time. So for example, we have one source here, so we can make the copy, two clones from it. Okay. The other menu, like you could see, this is a simple erasing. Also probably all the ports here are available to do, and all the types of the storage. Measurements, so we can measure the voltage, current, and the voltage. Also we can measure those parameters separately, which we can choose which line are able to show for us on the screen. So here are the settings, touch calibration, screen settings. Let's see the screen settings. So here we have a brightness, screen off, those types of the settings, port settings. So we can simply set up the timeouts. We can choose the write protection option from here. There it's about the version, about the build. So this is pretty new, like you could see. Yeah, and I think this is everything from this menu. Okay, so Portable Pro has been activated, so right now we can go to the data extractor, to the utilities, and we can check how does it work. So the thing, I can work actually with 3 SSDs and the USB port here separately. It's actually a big move, because I compare it with PC 3000 Portable 3, which I have right now on my second PC behind my back, and this one is pretty nice. Let me show you something. Maybe I'm gonna be able to find it. Honestly, I don't remember all the differences between those two tools, but I think I saw something. If you need, of course, something more information about that, you can simply go to AceLAB website, and you're gonna get all the informations there. Yeah, I have it. This is AceLAB website. This is the video about the PC 3000 Portable Pro. You can order it here. Okay, so for sure we have a more memory here. We have a touch screen, we have a bigger screen of course, but the most important part, I think, it's the interface here, since right now we can work with 4 different ports at the same time. Probably there is a different CPU as well, that I'm not sure actually. So what else? It supports, of course, the Optane SSDs. One of them I have. So this is H10. Plug it into port 2, and the MacBook SSD plug it into port 1. I think this is the most important part. If you can work like on, for example, 2 SSDs and 1 HDD at the same time. Before I wasn't able to do that. Sometimes I even couldn't make a proper estimate because the port 0 was busy with data recovery case, and I couldn't stop it, of course. So let's go to our utility right now. So this is something new. It looks a little bit different than it was before. So those ports are separated right now. This is pretty good. Port 2, let's check how does it work. We can auto detect the adapter. It's NVMe. I have 3 screens, so I like to work with each port on a separate screen, because simply I can track every single case at the same time. Okay, let's go. Like you could see, the SSD get ready. Wait a second, because I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I was in the right utility, so we are in the SSD utility. So since the drive is pretty in the good condition, let's check how fast it reads. 300 megabytes per second. It's nice. Let's run the other task at the same time. Okay, you can see the test in the top right corner. Let's check the Apple SSD. It got ready. Okay, so like you can see, there is a quick smart check. This drive is working. It's my test drive, so everything is fine with that. Let's go try to make a reading test. I'm curious if the speed gonna drop on the... I'm curious if the speed gonna be the same like here on the port 1. Let's see. Probably they're gonna drop, maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, let's pause this one. Yeah, for sure. So like you could see, the bandwidth is actually doubled when it works only on the one port. But that's still if you have a broken drive, I wish to have a broken drive which reads 100 megabytes per second with the bad areas. Yeah, so always when you're gonna work with data recovery, you're never gonna see the speed like that when you have a broken SSD. With the bad areas, ECC errors, that's gonna be slow as okay. This is pretty nice. I like it. Okay, so maybe right now let's try to do an estimate on the real case. So here I have Samsung Seagate portable drive. There is a customer sticker on it, so I'm gonna remove it. Okay. And let's use the port 0 maybe when the all rest of the ports except the USB port gonna be busy. So I'm gonna start that task on the port 2 as well. So it's gonna be the same task like it was before. Okay. So with those drives, first we have to open it. Let me check what the description is here. Customer says it's a no power issue, so it might be actually the enclosure PCB, so just the enclosure might be dead. Of course. Sorry for it. I just took out this piece of plastic. Just opened the enclosure. Let's put it on the side here. So Seagate video, huh? Take a look. Seagate video. So let's see what happened to the Seagate video drive. It's a 3 terabyte ST3000 VM002 drive. from 2016. By the way, I have a few really good videos, but I have to edit them. They're gonna be about the WD drives, because right now what I got last time, it was pretty fresh. I think it was 2023, end of 2023 or early 2024 drive, which was dead. So this is how the new technology works at the times. Where is my screwdriver? So imagine you bought the drive a few months ago and you have to attempt the data recovery. By the way, the WD drive, from that what I remember, the customer didn't drop it. It was firmware issues. I think it was module 02 plus 190, of course. Okay. So this is new cables from the new set and new terminal 5. Okay. So let's do that. I want to show you everything, so maybe you're gonna be able to see that. So still take a look. I can use USB, and maybe I'm gonna check it as well. So port 0. But first what we have to do, we have to check on which COM the utility works. I should have the new COM port here, and we have that. This is 6, COM 6. So I'm gonna click it. I realized I might have the something changed here. This is the newest software, by the way, so we have a few changes here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if you were able to hear it. Probably not. That's why I'm using stethoscope, by the way. Spins up. Clicks. Servo marks in the terminal, so it means the drive needs heads. Since it needs heads, I'm gonna go to my bench, open it. We're gonna open it and we're gonna see what is, if everything is okay with the surfaces, if there is no issues with the platters. Yeah, so everything is new and tight, so I have to use force, a little bit of force to unplug it. Okay. So first, we have to take all those unnecessary things from my hands. Gloves. By the way, don't do that at home. Right now we are in the it's not the clean room, it's a, how to call it, komora laminarna, laminar cabinet. Yeah, sometimes I have issues with English words. By the way, I love that table. You call in English you can call it jig probably. Before I was working without that, but after I tried, I can't imagine work without that tool. Seagate video. I don't know why it's so funny for me. Maybe that's why. Yeah. So plotter damage. We need to take the plotters, we need to replace the heads. We have to check rest of the plotters if there is a damage as well. Each head has a dust on it. Yeah, there is a lot of like ash here. I can't wait to get the Optane SSD, like a real case to solve. Okay, so like you can see, it's still running almost 180 megabytes per second from each drive. Pretty nice tool. I like it. I have to make a room for my old PC 3000 Portable 3 because I'm gonna still use it, of course. That tool is pretty powerful as well. Okay. this is our tool, so one of the drives ends actually. So Apple Drive was checked the whole thing. This one as well right now. Yeah, the tool works pretty nice. I like it. I can work with multiple SSDs at the same time. I'm gonna make a few videos about that, by the way. So here we have Intel, come on, focus, Intel Optane SSD. So what's different with those SSD? There is a second channel which you have to read, then you have to reassemble the memory in the data extractor RAID. But first you have to take those two channels. So in this case we have one 32 gigabytes Optane memory, and the second one is 512 gigs regular NAND. I hope you can see it here. Yeah. Okay, so let's go. First we need to have PC 3000 Portable Pro and the adapter for the Optane memories. So this is a regular part. Here we're gonna get access to the first channel. Let me show you that. Not this one. So here we're gonna work on two ports. Let's start it with the port 2. So here is a PCI NVMe type of the drive. So the problem with those memories is it works like a RAID array, and the part of the files or the whole files might be stored into the Optane memory or in the regular SSD NVMe memory. So let's check what we have here. So like you can see, the drive get ready state. Do I'm recording? Yes, I do. Okay. Like you can see, I got the proper ID 512 gigs. Let's see what's in the sectors. So the first sector looks good. The last one as well. So let's go and make a task. Actually, with this one I worked before, so I made a small copy of it, so I can simply go back to the case. Here we can change the port. We don't need to right now because I worked exactly on this one. So like you can see, I read some part of the data here, but what's interesting here, so like you could see before, the first sector is fine, but if you're gonna go here and you're gonna want to check the partitions, you're not gonna see anything, because probably the rest of the data is stored in the Optane part. So let's make a copy of the whole memory. We can continue. We can continue, of course, in the background. We can add the task in the queue, but let's execute it. So we're gonna read rest of the data. Okay, so We are reading the regular part, the NAND. So how to read the Optane memory? We have to use the second channel. We need to plug the SATA port from the port 1 or the port 0. Port 0 is busy right now. I'm working on the other SSD. This is the regular Apple SSD. So to get the access to the Optane memory, we have to have this adapter, like you can see, plus Optane memory H10, and we need to plug this here. Right now we need to go to the other port, to the port 1. What the settings are and how you have to have that connected into the PC3000 Portable Pro to get the access to the cache memory. Let me show you. So first you have to use a SATA cable from the port 1 or port 0, plug it into the connector on the adapter, and then go to the main menu here, and right now we have to pick up port 1 because we have it. You can see shit, huh? So here we have to check the port 1, but from here we have to pick up PCI NVMe. And right now, like you can see, so I'm reading the first part, the regular SSD part, but on the second channel, the cache memory, I have that thing here. Let's see if we're gonna get the idea of the cache memory. So that looks good. So like you can see, yeah, 29 gigs, Intel, regular Intel ID. Let's see if we have access to the sectors, and we do. Okay, let's go to the last one. We have that as well. So right now we have to go into DE data extractor. You have to make a task. It doesn't matter where you're gonna make a task, but I want to have it in the same folder. Okay. We're gonna read with NVMe on port 1. And we're gonna make the file image. Okay, let's start. Let's see if we can make it. So like you can see right now we are reading on 2 ports. One port is 50 megabytes, the second is as well 50 megabytes per second, and we can read those 2 parts at the same time, here and here. Maybe I left too much space for the map in both cases. Yeah, so 50 megabytes here. 250 megabytes here as well. Okay, so we're gonna need to wait like 2 hours. That maybe a little less, since this one gonna take like 10 minutes, so we're gonna get the full speed on the NVMe here. Okay, so like you can see here, we got the whole cache memory in less than 10 minutes. Right now we can turn it off. And the speed went a little bit up for like 70 megabytes per second right now on the regular SSD part. So we need to wait like 2 hours to get everything from the drive. Let's check if we hit any bad areas here. No, the cache memory is clean. Let's see here, this part is clean so far, so I hope I'm not gonna hit any ACC errors and any bad areas there. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something, and like always, don't delay, send me your hard drive today. Take care.